Hello guys, welcome to my newest YouTube video. Today I'm sharing with you a game I played with Jean Bart. It was quite a long time ago, but finally I found out the replay file so I can share it with you. And let's start. As you can see, okay, I was screwing up with my mouse in the beginning, sorry for that. But as you can see, I am a tier 9 battleship, on the only tier 9 battleship in this game. There is one more tier 9 ship, and that's the cruiser. Otherwise it's one tier 8 battleship, one tier 8 cruiser, and everything else is tier 7, right? So I can be quite aggressive because I believe that I have a lot of gunpowder in comparison to the rest of the team, right? So in the beginning I was like looking around me, what kind of people are having do I have with me, and I noticed that a lot of them didn't have any camo, so I wasn't that confident in my teammates. But we are on two brothers, and I spawned on the right side, so I will stay on the right and I will keep pushing. Luckily we have Akatsuki here, and he is going into cab, so we will have spot for us. So right now nothing happens, so just enjoy and watch me sailing in this beautiful ship, the Jean Bart, one of my favorite ships in this game, and definitely strong ship. It has its pros and cons, but definitely I believe the pros outweigh the cons, so yeah. And finally we are getting spot from Akatsuki, so I decided I will shoot the King George, and you can notice both battleships, the Charnhorst and the King George, are giving me broadside. Charnhorst was fast enough to actually get behind the island, but the King George wasn't. I had beautiful first salvo on it, and I scored citadels plus 4 penetration hits. The second salvo, again, almost the same damage, little bit lower, but with first two salvos I dealt 40,000 damage. It's like this is continuing throughout the whole game. Not only battleships, but also the enemy cruisers are giving me full broadside the whole game. I wish I had these games more often, because I did nothing special throughout the whole game. I did really nothing special. You can see I'm sitting here, I'm not pushing any further, and I'm just shooting the broadsiding cruisers or battleships. And when my aim is good, I'm scoring significant hits and I'm getting significant damage numbers. If my aim is bad, then I got like 2 overpans, right? So it's always like first salvo. If you are shooting the new ship, first salvo is to just like you are guessing where he is sailing, right? And you saw the next salvo on Algeria Citadel. Here on shores again, first salvo, I didn't expect he was that slow, so I didn't manage to score any hits on him, but the second salvo Citadel destroyed. So that's my first kill, and it's less than 5 minutes into the game and I already have 92,000 damage dealt. And I continue aiming at the cruisers which are giving me broadside and trying to get rid of those because they have the biggest fire potential, or they have the biggest potential to deal a lot of damage to me. So Algeria was still giving broadside, so I punished her, I citadel her, and now there's a shores which is finally starting to angle. That's the first ship which was starting to angle, right? So I changed the target. I decided to shoot the Scharnhorst, and I'm trying to push. Here I was really focused by shooting the enemy, and I didn't notice that the Neptune was detected. The Neptune was detected probably by Salem radar, but I was so focused on shooting all the targets here. You can see, like, and again, Scharnhorst giving me full broadside. So I was pushing forward. I knew that, like, I will be able to kill those people very quickly if they were still giving me a lot of broadsides. Yeah, so I was pushing, and here they come. Here they come. The torpedoes from Neptune. That's the first salvo. That's the first significant damage I received, and that's the second one, or the second salvo from the Neptune. So the Neptune was actually able to hit me, because otherwise I was not the one being focused at all. So next salvo on Scharnhorst, I have already 123,000 damage dealt. Now the shores is giving a broadside, so I'm sending salvo in his direction. Bang, another citadel. I already have 6 citadels scored, and the Scharnhorst is focusing me, but I know he won't be able to pen me, so I can give full broadside to him and sail towards the King George. And the Scharnhorst, I know he's trying to run away, but still he's giving me too much broadside. Too much broadside. And again, another salvo for 17,000 damage. So right now, after 7.5 minutes into the game, I have 153,000 damage dealt, and with my last salvo I should kill him. Yeah. Now I'm using heal. I will put down the fires, and I was hoping that I could kill the King George, but no, I was not. I still have 3 heals because in the end they were focusing me, like the shores, the Neptune were focusing me, but the Neptune is sailing towards our Bravo, and the Leningrad is here just now. The whole, I don't know where he was the whole game, but you can see we already achieved the high caliber in less than 10 minutes, and also Confederate reward with my secondaries. Unfortunately, I believe that Leningrad was killed by the Surrey, so that's another kill I could get, but I didn't, because my salvo, the dispersion of my salvo was a little bit poor, and the shots were all over the place, so we didn't hit him. Now there is a cycle which are currently now it doesn't matter to me because there's nobody around me, but it allows me to get my heals on, you know, to heal myself up back to quite decent state, I noticed that the enemy team basically won the right side completely, and the Neptune is pushing through the mid, and we have there only Hood and Seattle, and Hood is doing really good job kiting away from all those battleships, and the Seattle is trying to do also some damage. Therefore, the Gneisenau, the Bismarck, and the Soyuz will be, let's say, low on hit points. The Soyuz definitely he was quite focused. The Gneisenau, I believe he had a lot of hit points, and the Bismarck, actually I do not remember. Maybe he was even killed. We will see. We will see. But right now, there's 160,000 damage dealt by me already, and we have scored 7 citadels. You know, I'm trying to blind shot basically according to minimap to hit. I got just one non-penetrating salvo, and I noticed that there are white shells coming from the right side, so I know that there is a Minotaur over there already popping and sailing into Bravo. Luckily, our Akatsuki and Surrey went to Charlie, and me and Bismarck are returning back. But here I don't want to sail like really further ahead, because I don't want to fight. There are 4 ships right here at our Bravo, and I don't want to fight 4 of them at the same time. I should be popping the second heal soon enough. Yeah, and I caught Neptune off guard, right? So we hit him. We scored 2 citadels on him because he was not completely angling. And you can see I popped the second heal. It was with the delay, but alright. Also, I popped my reload booster, but unfortunately I sailed behind the island, so I lost vision of the Neptune. Yeah, the Neptune cannot angle, and I slowed down. I wanted to go behind the island so the Neptune cannot torp me, right? So, and I knew the Soyuz was pushing, so I wanted to have the island between me and the Soyuz. Because I didn't want to give broadside to Soyuz, especially as the Soyuz was the only tier 9 battleship on the enemy team. So now I wanted to accelerate as fast as possible to try to hit Soyuz, but I couldn't. The Soyuz was killed by Hood or Bismarck. It was Bismarck. Now, and the enemy Bismarck is again giving broadside. So I'm popping from behind the island, right? I'm immediately angling as quickly as possible to not actually giving broadside to the Bismarck, especially not from this side, this range. And I'm scoring, like I'm going for the for the deck penetration, for the full penetration. So I'm aiming slightly below the deck. And we had quite nice salvo. We even perma destroyed one of his guns, and I'm trying to finish the Bismarck off to get my Kraken, but I was actually not capable to do that, because our Bismarck killed him before, just slightly before I was able to reload. So again, there is still the Cyclone acting, but I'm trying to use the minimap and I'm trying to shoot the Gneisenau based on the minimap, right? So I'm aligning the small circle on the minimap, just nose in on the Gneisenau and trying to shoot like that. And I'm hoping that I will hit something, right? And I'm getting some penetrations, some penetration hits, right? So, and pushing it to the Gneisenau, but the Gneisenau was actually killed. So let me show you the scores victory screen. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. So what we received was Dreadnought, High Caliber, and Confederate rewards. We scored 9 citadels, we sunk 4 ships, and we dealt 248,000 damage. And as you can see, I did really nothing special. In the beginning of the game, I was sitting in distant range, so the cruisers were not focusing because I was really far away from them, and they were all giving me broadsides. It was a very easy game for me to get these numbers. I really did nothing special. So first I dealt with majority of the ships on the right flank, then I decided to finish the ships on the right flank. Unfortunately, I made a mistake. I didn't notice the Neptune. I ate his torpedoes, so the Neptune was the one who dealt most damage from the enemy team to me. But then I noticed the enemy won the right side, so I had to return and protect the Bravo cap. We did it, even though we lost it, but we were killing the ships there, and that was it. I will also show you the second image with my experience. So I end up definitely on experience gain in this game, and my base experience was 2,567 points of experience. The next one, I will show you also my belt and my captain. Right now I'm running. Alright guys, here is my Jean Bart. Let me show you the modules and the upgrades, right? So all premium, I'm always using all premium upgrades or consumables, sorry. So there is nothing special. And in regards to upgrades, so first slot, main armament modification to just protect your front turrets, because you don't have that much armor on your turrets, and it's quite easy to lose the turrets. And what I like to do to Jean Bart, if he's against me, I like to focus his turrets, because then especially with high caliber battleships like Georgia, Musashi, even the British ones, when you use armor piercing shots, aim for the turrets are squishy, and basically with 2 salvo you start actually knocking out those turrets, and with the 3rd salvo you can even permanently destroy the turrets. So it's very easy to lose the turrets, so definitely you need the main armament modification one. I built tanky on the Jean Bart because it's quite squishy shape. You have only 32 millimeters of armor basically everywhere, so you likely catch fires if there are people with the IFHE, like the cruisers with big guns, and they have IFHE. They usually can fully pan you with their high explosive shells. And in general, the cruisers with big guns, they have good penetrations. Usually, the 32 is more or less penetratable, so they can do a lot of damage. So definitely building tanky damage control system just to decrease chance of catching fire. Aiming third slot aiming systems modification. Definitely you want that accuracy. Jean Bart doesn't belong to the most accurate ships in the game, but he is decent. He is decent, and the aiming system will help you to score a lot of beautiful hits, as you could see in this game. The next one, fourth slot, damage control system modification 2. Again, I don't. If I catch the fires and then floodings, I want them to last as short time as possible. Fifth, the concealment. There is no better slot for Jean Bart, I believe, in my opinion. And the last one, main battery modification 3, because your base, you don't need the range. Like, you don't need the range because your base range is like 24.5 kilometers. So you don't need to increase your range. It's not necessary. So there's only main battery modification 3. You can be building Jean Bart as a bit like, he has decent secondary, so you can build him like as a secondary, but I think you are wasting his true potential. And these amazing guns are the what makes him so good. So let me show you my captain. Right now I'm leveling a new captain on my Jean Bart. So I'm currently using 9-point captain, but I will show you how I will build him anyway. So first skill, priority target. Second one, expert marksman. I like to have the turret traverse even faster than it is in stock. The third one, for some reason, I probably misclicked. Basic fire training is... Yeah, I definitely misclicked. I wanted to go for superintendent. Alright. I can see that. Priority target, turrets. Definitely going for superintendent. And the fourth skill will be concealment. And then I will go for fire prevention. Then I will go most likely for basics of survivability, and my last skill will be adrenaline rush. This is usually the build on Jean Bart I'm using. So I'm tanking, I'm not catching that many fires, and also the fires last shortest time possible. You can go also concealment, you can go fire prevention, and then instead of basic of survivability, you can spend those points on like jack of all trade, expert loader. But because you have main battery reload booster, so when you need to switch shells quickly, you can actually use your reload booster to do that, to shoot the whatever you have loaded. So if you need to shoot like high explosives but you have AP, then shoot the AP, start reloading the HE, and pop the main battery reload booster, and the time will be decreased by 50% anyway. So I don't think you need the expert loader skill on Jean Bart. So definitely that's what I would build. And as you could see, guys, really the game was nothing special. I did really nothing special, and I wish I had more games like this where basically everybody was giving you a full broadside. And also I wish those games to you guys to have these amazing. It's basically peddling. It's complete peddling of people, and hopefully the people which were against me will learn that they cannot give broadside to top tier battleships, because otherwise they will get deleted. So guys, thank you, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Like it if you like it, if you don't, subscribe, and see you later guys. Bye.